Hello everyone, Aventer here, and in this video I'm gonna just showcase you, in my opinion, one of the best 5.0 lineups in Naval that you can get. And by best I mean one of the most fun to play, one of the easiest that you can grind, one of the easiest that you can play with, and arguably one of the most powerful one. The core point of this lineup is the Spokojny, and if you don't have it, Tashkent plus Krasny Kavkaz. If you do, then of course it is gonna be Spokojny plus Blodne, so Project 56 class, one of the arguably best destroyers in the game, not because of the armor, not because of the speed, but because of those 130mm guns that are the best guns that you can get on a destroyer. Why is that? First of all, let's take a look at the rate of fire. First stage fire rate 15 rounds per minute, second, after depleting the first stage, it's 12 rounds per minute, which roughly is about 4 seconds of a reload, which is faster than Moffat, faster than US 5-inch guns, which is a really big deal. Second of all, let's take a look at the infamous SAP round. The PB42 SAP, semi-armor piercing with 204mm of penetration up close, with 1.43 kilogram of explosive, which is roughly like 2.2 TNT equivalent. Big explosive mass, big penetration, good muzzle velocity. This shell will shred anything. One hit kills on enemy weak spots, not one hit kills, but pretty much shooting to the superstructure, shooting to the guns. This thing can, in of course some circumstances, but this thing can face even up to 6.0 with relative ease / with some good playing placement, etc. And if you are not spotted, you can deal a devastating amount of damage to the enemy cruisers, destroyers, not to battleships. Battleships are a little bit over your league, but you're in a destroyer, you shouldn't face a battleship in an artillery duel. If you are not a premium player, so you're not buying premium, you are just a free-to-play, don't worry. If you have, bring backups to Spokojny. This is basically because of the ability to use it twice, so you have 2 times of the best, and then switch to Tashkent. Why Tashkent? Because Tashkent is one of the fastest. It is still hard hitting, although don't just ignore the screen, but Tashkent has a quite big shell also. 2.35 kilograms of explosive mass, which is a TNT, slightly less armor penetration. This is because of the gun velocity also. So those two are a go-to destroyers. Both are fun, both are good to play. The survivability might be slightly mediocre, to say the least. Not on the Project 56. On Tashkent. Tashkent is a little bit squishy. Nevertheless, less talking, more playing. On a beautiful South Africa domination, which, frankly, not my favorite map, but not the worst one, especially on a domination. We're gonna just go here. I'm gonna start with Blodne. The only difference between Blodne and Spokojny, you have access to the rockets, which are ISW rockets, so don't rely on them. This is more of a gimmick, not a proper weapon. And you have access to 53 57 torpedo, which are one of the better torpedoes in the game currently. Quite fast, quite a long travel distance, so you can reliably use them. On Spokojny you have 53, 56, which are the same torpedoes but with shorter range. Okay, looks like we have the perfect, I should say, matchup for this. Oh no, it's not. Looks like we have a Southampton, which brings us to 5.7. Let's see if I can manage to showcase you the quote-unquote strengths of Project 56. Remember, always aim lower than you have to if you want to armor rack other vessels. If not, then you will just miss it and deal a lot less damage. Here we have our first proper enemy, which is a heavy cruiser. But let's switch to that Blaga. I think this is Blaga. No, this is not Blaga, my bad. This is actually Tashkent, or simply it is something Russian. Twin mounts. Every science on heaven and earth says that this is Tashkent, and I do believe it is. Blaga goes down. Of course, remember, I am a very bad naval player, so don't quote me on the effectiveness. But even with this debuff, which is my playing, you can always see how good this thing is. Of course, Moffat, simple rear turret and ammunition storage. It's just place a target that you cannot miss. It is Furutaka. Well, I got hit by Furu. And it's like this is the end of my journey, unless I can stabilize myself on the 12%. No, I can't. I just am very, very unfortunate. What is not unfortunate is the gun elevation and turn rate. Very fast. Makes you even feel like you're playing arcade. And the gun elevation that, well, first of all, is here to allow you fighting planes, can also allow you to just, you know, be able to play and face enemy ships, even though you are in such a predicament, which is very, very bad. See, here, 5.7, Nuremberg, and I just detonated. How often do you see things like that? I'm slowly but surely regaining my buoyancy. Well, buoyancy is a very stretched word, which is because it's not buoyancy per se. It is just me stabilizing myself still on 12%. Just try and get that Furitaka. If I could do it, then oh boy, that would be the ultimate. Oh, I can't. But hey, at least we are stabilized, my frames are dropping, we can move forward. Rear turret is not working because of the ammunition storage that just sunk and is not able to recover. Although I might try and do something with it. For now, just try and deal with the Frank Knox. So currently we are leading 5 kills, just, you know, easy game, even though we are slowly dying. Was there a bot in this game? I don't know, but I'm not gonna take any guesses. Probably that Frank Knox is a bot. Because quite frankly, he is very, very unbothered by my shooting. Which I'll take. I'll take it. No. Okay, let's move to B. Maybe I can restore my ammunition. Still remembering that there is a Furutaka hunting for me. See? That Furu is really looking forward for me and quite frankly wants a piece of that Soviet spice. But, well, if I can just critically damage enough of the superstructure, I'm not even trying to currently, you know, face it. And see, crippled, but with 4.4 seconds of a reload, and one of the greatest guns in the game for a destroyer. Like, currently, I'm almost not taking damage, 10% versus, well, Furutaka. A thing that if used with HE, it could potentially damage me very badly, but the player decided to, you know, go for... okay, I missed the point. Go for... a bad approach. He decided to instead of focusing on me with HE, he decided to use AP on a very low sitting destroyer. I hope those bombs don't damage me. And also, yeah, HEBT, very good thing to fight planes with. Don't even have to aim, they just explode in the near distance, in the proximity range. Beautiful, don't even have to aim. Let's see, 6-1, because this game is pretty much over. I can currently check my statistics. 6-1, 11,000 damage. I say this is a very useful match. After the match will end, we're gonna take a look at the amount of SL. Of course, the amount of SL has to be halved for Spokojny, because, you know, premium rewards. So maybe not even halved, but this is 6 times 2. This is 5.4 times 100. Okay, but I'm gonna do some magic in the meantime, and by magic of editing I will show you how much you would get in the same match with the same statistics with Spokojny. Currently, let's just try and restore both torpedoes and the ammunition. But we have cruisers, we have good destroyers, Diana, which is very, very a good 4.7 pick if you are a British main or if you just want to grind some British naval. Guns on par with modded guns, although I wouldn't say they are as good as the Project 56 guns. Those 130mm are just way too good to pass on, and not really anything to compare. Thank you, really, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that this dude is not even trying to, you know, change the course, but grinding me and going through, like, very I appreciate that, really. So let's pick that German, and okay, I'll give it to the Northampton. But this German is mine, if I can manage to, you know, hit it. Yeah. First you have to hit something, then you have to, you know, proudly announce that it is going to be your kill. So, with this game, of course, the reward for winning is, of course, more RP, more SL. It's good. 12,000 damage, 6 naval targets destroyed, 3 assists, 1 plane, 1 zone captured. Brings us to a total of, well, rounded up, and it is 200,000 silver lions, which is not a very bad thing, considering, for example, Brave 5.3 destroyer, one of the only destroyer with a missile launcher, so quote-unquote a missile destroyer, because Volna can be used as both surface-to-ship missile and surface-to-air missile. Costs only 300,000 with one match like that. Of course, those matches don't happen a lot of the times, but they do happen. We almost covered the whole cost of buying and crewing yet another vehicle. Second match like that, and we even have a surplus of the SL. Of course, the SL modifier is very good. Also 12,000 RP. And of course, as I said, with the magic of editing, the amount that you will get with Spokojny will be shown somewhere on the screen right now, or even before, because my editing sucks, and probably I will put it faster than I'm speaking. Frankly, one of the strongest naval lineup that you can get, both for grinding, because with Blodne and Spokojny you can grind up to rank 4, which grants you the first Quite good cruisers, the heavy cruiser, don't be mistaken. Kirov class or the Project 26 class are heavy cruisers with 180mm guns. To head on to the top tier, the creme de la creme, so 6.0, 5.7, with the cruisers that are quite easy to get into. Of course, if you like the content, please leave a like, leave a comment telling me what could I improve, what should I improve. And if you don't, hell, leave a dislike and still comment what should I improve. Just, you know, keep it civil, keep it calm and polite. And of course, if you do, please subscribe to the channel. This doesn't cost you anything and it helps. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening or an afternoon, wherever you are. This was warthunder, out. See you in the next video. Bye bye.